try to get as much information as they can from the internet on these connections with Emanuel and the Obama group, Axelrod, who used to work for the Chicago Tribune and still has some connections there. But the days of a vibrant Chicago press to go after this corruption are unfortunately over with and a thing of the past.
Wayne, fire out your website for those who are interested in what you do and would like to read some of your articles.
Yes, it's WayneMatsonReport.com, and I started it because we also here in Washington have lost the muckraking spirit of Jack Anderson and Drew Pearson, the Washington merry-go-round, even people before their time, going back to H.L. Mencken and the work he did in Baltimore, which covered Washington too, Washington politics. But this has long since kind of disappeared. We don't have any muckraking spirit. So I tried, when I started this website in 2005, to bring back the spirit of the Washington merry-go-round, which basically helped bring down people from Joseph McCarthy to Richard Nixon and Watergate and Iran-Contra in the 1980s. It helped expose a lot of these things. But as long as these politicians and these criminals think they can get away with this stuff, because there's no active independent press, they will do it. And that's why the founders of this country decided it was important to put in the First Amendment freedom of the press, because in those days the press was actually not major newspapers. The press was much like websites and blogs today. They were pamphlets. And people talk, well, the stuff isn't sourced today. Well, it wasn't sourced then, but the founders thought it was important enough to protect that, even though it wasn't sourced. And a lot of those pamphlets were scurrilous in nature. They thought it was important to protect it, and I think that's what we need to try to do while we still have the internet. And believe me, there's work being done by Obama's guy Cass Sunstein to try to end the internet, and his other friend Jenna Chowsky, the head of the FCC. When they get together and conspire, we may not see the internet the way we see it today.
By the way, Cass Sunstein has Chicago connections from the University of Chicago, so
yeah.
That Chicago merry-go-round working well out in D.C. Wayne Matson, thank you so much for joining us live in Washington, D.C. God bless, and stay safe out in D.C. with your reporting.
Okay, thank you.
That's Wayne Matson of WayneMatsonReport.com. I'm Julio Rauseo. Thank you so much for joining us on this Reality Report special investigation on Rahm Emanuel. It's up to you to get this news out and prevent what could be the new mafia boss of Chicago. I'm Julio Rauseo saying peace, love, and God bless. And don't forget to stick around for more of the Reality Report on RTR.org. So long.